Okay. So I'm going to have to start a little off script, given the introduction and the fabricated story that was finished at the end. It probably is true. I probably did have the umpire in my pocket, but I've never twisted the rules. If his son slid appropriately, I believe, Coach, I can't change the call at this time, so we'll have to let that stand. I also wanted to note, in case you saw me pull out 4 sheets, in years past, if I had 4 pages for a speech, people would rush to the exit, and I wouldn't blame you. The last thing, in speaking with Grady, who's someone I quite frankly idolized growing up in the neighborhood on Cedar Street, and having walked in with Chris Sawyer when he arrived, Chris and I hadn't gotten to the door from our cars when he mentioned many of the neighborhood contests that we would have and the pride that we took in the area, the neighborhoods we grew up in as we would cross over to play. So Grady and I would like to just share in saying Grady was the street down below me, the Sawyers were in the block right behind my house. Dana grew up in that neighborhood. Paul and Joey Shield were just up the road. Just saying. So with that, I do want to say thank you, Coach Holliday, for your kind words and your introduction. And I'd like you to allow me to join the chorus congratulating this inaugural class of the BUHS Hall of Fame. Being selected at any time is an honor. But to be included in the first group while knowing many colonels before me and after me makes this even more humbling. I want to say thank you to the committee for all the work and commitment I know it takes to bring something so special as this celebration together. I hope your pleasure in the evening comes from our appreciation of all that you have done to bring us here, especially in the face of COVID. I do have a special thanks to Coach Holliday and to my neighbor, friend, classmate, and teammate, Dana Sprague. One of the things that makes a community special are people like you who have given so much directly to the community, and in this case, our high school. Your efforts on a daily basis continue to make Brattleboro a better place. I've been very fortunate to have guardian angels at all stages of my life. The greatest of those is my loving wife of 41 years, Marcy. Though these past 4, thank you. Through these past 4 decades, we've resided in Bradford, Thetford, and Danville, Vermont, while raising our 2 sons, Damon and Trevor. They are now both married, and each has blessed us with a grandchild. They are my world and represent the most important work Marcy and I will ever do. But in 1984, I began teaching and coaching at the collegiate level in North Carolina and Georgia. After returning to Vermont, I have been privileged to have hundreds of families trust me working with their children at 3 different high schools, using the skills and the compassion that I first experienced here at BUHS. I actually retired a year ago, but have found my way back to working with young people through sport in the Northeast Kingdom because it feeds my soul. I've had a very happy life filled with the gifts of love, family, and community. I feel blessed that all my sibs have joined Marcy and I this evening. Along with my sister Ginny, who is here in spirit, we are all proud alums. Brattleboro Union High School will always hold a special place in my heart. My high school experience was the best of times and at times the worst of times. Some of you know my parents separated just before the start of my freshman year. My family looked out for me, but I was confused and angry. Beginning with Ralph Momini, my freshman football coach, and all my coaches to follow, Coach McDonald, Holliday, North, Tenney, Sawyer, and yes, Coach Freeman. Along with my friends, teachers, this school, and this community, they kept me pointed in the right direction. So tonight, I truly appreciate the opportunity to say thank you to the Colonel family and the Brattleboro community. It's because of you I have truly had a life with no regrets. And I promise you that all that I have given in my work with young students and athletes has been out of a commitment to pay it forward for all that was done for me here in my hometown. So with that, I thank you again for this honor, and may you all be well.